Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Housewife Historian. You guys can call me Lindsay. And today we're talking a little bit more about the Real Housewives of Potomac. Yesterday after I did my videos for the day, one of the ladies posted, and it was actually Mia's friend, ex-best friend Jacqueline, that posted, and she had some words on Instagram. And so I did put them in a short or in the community tab for you guys to read directly, but we're going to talk a little bit about them and about a tweet that has been circulating on Twitter as well. I know that some of you guys aren't on Instagram, some of you are, some's on Twitter, some's not. So we're just going to talk a little bit about this, and I'll try to keep it quick for you guys. First of all, in my last video, you guys should check it out, that I uploaded yesterday. I talked about Charisse and Karen and how they are kind of going back and forth about who wrote a longer, more sincere text message to one another after their mothers had passed. And we do know that Charisse actually drove out of her way several hours to attend Karen's mother's funeral, but we know that Karen was questioning Charisse's intentions. So passing over that, we heard what happened with Jacqueline and Mia on the plane, right? Now, if you guys watch Make It Make Sense, he's been on my channel before. He actually did an interview with Mia's sister, who was nanny to Mia and her husband, right? So this makes a little bit more sense when we talk about the context of, we know that Jacqueline and Mia got into an argument on the show because something about the children, setting up for the children and her not showing up. And then when they were going on vacation, I don't know if she thought that they were like sharing her sister, if her sister was getting paid extra when she watched her nieces and nephews, or she just did it for free because she was already watching Mia's children, so she would just keep all the kids at Mia's house. I'm sure they have the nicest of everything for the kids to play with. Who knows really? But the dynamic that we know from the outside is that Mia's was using Jacqueline's sister as her full-time nanny. I don't know if this started when the show started, because I'm not really sure what the time frame is for how long she worked for Mia. I don't think it was like years and years and years. Maybe, I don't know, to be honest. I can't remember. But anyways, Make It Make Sense does an interview with Jacqueline's sister, Mia's nanny. Okay. And she certainly she gives an amazing interview. Make It Make Sense is very respectful, but he asks all the right questions, things that you would be curious about, and she answers them. She talks about Mia and Gordon, and how long she's known Mia and how Mia is acting now. And she basically was just sticking up for her sister, because you guys remember Mia had released this domestic violence tape of Jacqueline and her boyfriend from a long, long, long time ago, right? So that is what triggered the whole entire sister thing. I think the sister going on Make It Make Sense channel was after the tape was posted. I don't think she had any intention of probably talking to the public, and she didn't have any intention of quitting her job. But when allegedly Mia released the old video of Jacqueline and her ex and them having a DV, then the sister, aka the nanny, quit. So Jacqueline writes on her Instagram yesterday, which would have been Monday. It would have aired Sunday night, right, guys? I'm pretty sure that's right. My days get so confused. Let me see here. So first she writes, sorry guys, 1 second. I told you guys I did post it in the community tab. Okay. What I was expecting was the basic textbook definition of a loyal friend who wasn't going to try to backstab me, expose me, demean me, and my family over a check. I was looking for at least the bare minimum qualifications of even being a basic friend. You don't attach, embellish, or defame your friend's character under no circumstances. Do that to an enemy, not a friend. Let me own my life. You own yours. I could have called you out and exposed you in front of that group, and no one would have protected you. You have by any means necessarily mentally. I don't know what she meant by that. That didn't make sense to me. Mentally? Maybe she meant to say that she had issues mentally. Mentality. I'm sorry, it's mentality. I couldn't see the one letter of the word. Oh, okay. Sorry. So she says you have a by any means necessary mentality. You glorify money like it's your god. You treat the closest people around you like possessions to control. I've tried to keep you grounded, but my job is done because you don't see the evil. All bets are off. I have to defend my family and I won't lay down. That's what she posted first. Now, this is Jacqueline. Remember, this is Jacqueline, Mia's best friend from childhood. Mia's family basically took her in. Her mother was her stepmother, or her mother was like Mia's mom's best friend. Then she follows up with, let's be clear, my purpose in life is beyond my own understanding. Damn it, skipped it. Sorry. Why did it do that? Sorry, guys. Hold on 1 second. It skipped where I needed it to go. Ugh, sorry, it's like on a reel, so of course it's like popping back and forth. Here we go. Okay, and let's be clear. My purpose in life is beyond my own understanding. I have to vent for my own sanity. I have to vent for my own sanity through this. My parents instilled giving back and helping others. I will find that purpose because He has called me to do amazing thing, and no one can stop God's plan. He sometimes puts us through horrible circumstances to build a certain strength and character in us that is required to carry out our mission in life. I am grateful for my lessons because I would not be here without them. Stay strong, queens. Beyond this storm, you will find your peace and purpose. So I think that pretty much tells us where Mia and Jacqueline stand today. I'm assuming that we know that they took the questions, I think, for the Real Housewives of Potomac reunion coming up. Giselle was in the press talking about the reunion. I talked about that yesterday too. So I'm assuming that this is I'm going to say something in response to possibly, there being some friction between the two of them, and I wonder what's going to happen at the reunion. I'm sure that they're going to bring Jacqueline on because I think people are starting to be a little bit more invested in this storyline between me and Jacqueline. If you guys are, please comment and let me know. Are you invested in seeing Jacqueline? Do you like seeing Jacqueline? I like it just because I don't know. It's like, even though I feel like she was going along with Mia's lies, I don't want to say lies, but you guys know what I'm talking about. Even though I feel like she was like feeding into the whole narrative, like that they both hook up with Gordon, and maybe they were just doing that purely for entertainment. Um, but it's still nice to have somebody else that like knows Mia a little bit more, because I feel like she really gets over on the ladies in the group of pretending she's like someone that she isn't, because nobody really knows her, right? So they don't really have anything else to compare her to. Whereas like Ashley and Candace knew each other before the show. They did pageants, right? Then you had Giselle and Robin and Karen and Giselle and Charisse, and they had at least been in the same vicinity and ran in the same circles as each other. Um, but Mia, that's not the case with her. Like, I don't think any of them have ever really or knew or heard of Mia before she came on the show. So I don't know, guys. I want to know what you think. And then I did talk to you guys about this yesterday because I told you that there was like a DM floating around Twitter from a Troy account. His name was Troy. And it said that he had saw Gordon at a club in Miami, and that it was like a same-sex club, if you like are picking up what I'm putting down. And they said that they like went up to him, was like, hey, what are you doing here? And that he basically was like, shh, you know, because of the show and everything, I got to keep a low profile. I don't know. That's just allegedly what the DM said. So I made sure that I don't think I included that in this like community tab because I didn't want to really like spread that around if we hadn't had anyone else saying if they thought it was authentic or not, or if they followed this account, or if this was like another Patrick Summers type situation. So I don't really want to spread it if it's not the case, but I just wanted to bring it up to see what you guys were thinking, if you had heard anything about these rumors in Miami and Gordon and the nightclub, and maybe if you saw it on Twitter or not. I know sometimes we follow the same people, so it's possible. But guys, let me know what you're thinking. The Real Housewives of Potomac, what you're thinking of Mia. We did see that she announced she's going to be opening a new spine clinic in Potomac. That was yesterday. We do know that since filming the brother, Gordon's brother, we don't know if he was stealing from them or if he just took Gordon and Mia's like control and Gordon's name off of accounts. We don't really know in detail exactly what transpired, but we do know that Mia downsized and that she was like said it was really humbling and that they had intended to stay in that other house for like 3 years and they had put like $65,000 into the rental property, which the fact that they were renting it really gave off a red flag to people. We know that, if you have credit and you have money, you usually have credit. And so therefore you're not going to rent a home and you're surely not going to put $60,000 into a rental unless if you just have money to burn. I don't know. So yeah, that's what we heard. They put like 65,000 in the house and now they've had to move out because of Gordon's brother. So I'm surprised we haven't heard more on this, but I'm assuming that they probably are trying to keep it like a family matter between them. Not sure what we'll hear on the reunion. Again, I'm sure that they're going to bring Jacqueline in. I'm sure they'll bring Gordon in, but we'll just have to wait and find out. So make sure you guys hit that like button, subscribe to my channel, turn those notifications on, and